So welcome to the Diverse Creative Podcast, and I'm here today with Black Heidi. And honestly, from what I have seen of you, I've never had the opportunity to watch you live, but I've obviously seen video clips of you come across my feed. I've gone and checked out your music, and you have like an amazing stage presence. You've got like vava voom for days. So I'm really excited to talk to you today and get a bit more info on how you got into music and on how you're finding the journey and your experiences. So let's start, if we can, at the beginning. How did this journey for you start? What led you here?
Music has always been a big part of my life. Like my family is very musical. And when I was growing up, my cousin had a studio in my grandmother's house in the back room, and him and his friends used to go there and sing and rap songs. And like one of the days they called me up and they were like, "Can you sing this chorus for us? Can you sing this hook?" Because I always used to write songs and stuff like that since I was like in primary school. And they pulled me in. I sang a song for them, and I was like, "This is the coolest thing ever." That was like the first time I ever recorded a song, and I kind of stopped doing music because my mom said no. In high school, she was like, "Focus on the books." But I always stayed writing. Like I was the girl with the voice note on the phone, singing and writing with lyrics all over. When I gained financially to pursue music and start the Black Heidi project, basically in 2019, that's when I realized I'd finished my exams in university. I had a job. I wasn't asking my mom for money for a while. So I was like, well, I mean, I'm in control now. So I'm gonna do me. And that basically led to the Black Heidi of it all. Yeah.
So, I mean, it really is, it's such a thing, I think, for artists to be told by their elders, don't do that. Don't pursue that thing that is your calling, is your passion. Don't do that because it's hard. Don't do that because it's not the career we thought you would go into. There's a lot of
It's
that.
not a real career. There's nothing to pursue there. Stick
What's
to
your
your
backup
goal.
plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think it takes so much courage to like
Sorry.
it takes so much courage to kind of go against those people who love you. You know they love you. You know they're looking out for the best interests that they think for you. And it takes so much courage. I mean, it's like it's one thing to have the courage to get on stage and share your songs and share your heart and soul. And it's another thing entirely to have the courage to say to your parents, I love you, I love your advice. Thank you so much, but I'm still gonna do this.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not have that courage. I was a very obedient child. So when my mom was like, "Stop doing this," I was like, "Fine, I'll stop." And then obviously I came out of that, I was emancipated by my financial like freedom. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it because this is what I want to do. And nobody can tell me no.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
And I mean, since you started, obviously, tell me about how you came up with the concept of Black Heidi and the name and really like the brand that you're developing around that.
I think the brand has come out organically of what the music has become, but the name I got from a comedian named Robbie Collins at a Park Acoustics. You remember Park Acoustics that used to happen every Sunday back in the day, every month on a Sunday back in the day. And they had comedy sections in the back. They used to have like comedy after the live music. And my first ever Park Acoustics, I went to the comedy show and I was cackling at Robbie Collins' jokes. And I had this bob and a big shirt on. So I guess maybe to him, I look like that Heidi from the Alps.
Yodeling in the Swiss Alps, eh?
And he was like, this lady over here is being very annoying and very loud. We're gonna call you Black Heidi moving forward because you just won't shut up. Because like Heidi she just keeps talking and talking and talking and talking the whole time. So that's where the name came from, and it kind of stuck. My friends started calling me Black Heidi. My manager at Aunt Lost, where I used to bartend, would put my name down on the shift list as Black Heidi, and I hated it. I hated it with a passion. I was like, oh, this name, just a memory of this drunk, obnoxious person I am when I get a little litty. Let it go. But when I decided to start pursuing music again in 2019, it honestly, I was like, this is the name. This is gonna be my stage name because it's such a cool name, actually. Once I was over the bullshit, I was like, this is actually a sick name. I'm gonna take it.
It's that's kind of like a valuable life lesson. Like take the things that challenge you and make them your power, right? And
Yeah,
that's like
yeah,
what you did with that name. I love it. That's a fantastic story.
yeah. I love that story. It's kind of cool.
It really is. And I mean, I think that you're right. It is a very cool name. It's very memorable. It
Yeah,
really like it. So it was a good choice. Like those were good music moves right there.
thank you. Yeah, big ups to Robbie Collins. He actually came to check my show because I messaged him. I was like, you should know that you named me. I see you as my dad.
Wonderful. So he came to a Black Heidi show knowing he had some hand in the creation of what you were becoming, which is like amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see him there. Yeah.
I think that like having people that sort of inspire us, even in strange ways like that,
Yeah.
is really valuable. What are your other kind of inspirations when it comes to your songwriting, your music, or do you just pull from like everywhere and anywhere? Do you have
I pull from
favorites?
everywhere and anywhere. Love is currently a big theme in my songwriting. I used to think I could only write songs about misery because that's the type of stuff that would be coming out. You just talking about how sad you are and how you just want to be okay and all of that stuff. But in recent years, I'm finding that I'm writing a lot more happy love songs, which is really cool. It's really nice to be able
Yeah.
to realize that I also have that in my subconscious, also looking to be expressed, and not just the stuff I go through and all of that.
Vivacious.
Yeah, all the problems. I'm trying to heal myself, but I can also express happiness and express joy through my music, which is cool.
I can totally relate to that because for years I also thought like I don't write happy songs. I was also like you, writing from like a very young age. And obviously as you become a teenager and you're writing, you're going through all these like deep emotional traumas and changes and it's so much heartache. And like I was just writing these songs that was like pouring out this like heartache. And I thought just like I don't write happy songs. That's not like a thing I have in me. And as you say, fortunately, you find at some point in time that that's not true and it changes. And you're like, now look at that. That was quite cheerful, actually.
I love it. It's a wonderful thing when you realize that, because then it's like, oh, my creativity is not run by my misery. It's not run by my pain. It's just run by everything I go through, including the good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I think that obviously pain is a powerful catalyst. Like I think we look at pain as a negative thing so often, not realizing how much it motivates us and how much it actually fuels and charges creative pursuits with like a very deep feeling. And
Mm.
I think maybe it's the easier emotion to learn to access, like to fully envelop yourself in. And happiness and joy, we almost doubt a little bit, We're like, you're there, it's cool, you're hanging around for the minute, but like you're gonna bugger off just now. Like
Exactly. And pain just feels so permanent. And you never look at pain and think you're gonna bugger off just now. It's always you in it, you're deep in it. But with joy, it's like, oh, this is probably gonna end, whatever.
this
Because
fleeting
it's,
thing.
you know what I mean. But I also think we write easier about pain because it needs the music the most. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
So
we all obviously love to dance. We all obviously love a song that's going to make us jive. But if you are really able to listen to someone expressing their pain, that is the greatest gift that they could actually give you, because you then ultimately, when you are in your deepest pain, know you're not alone. And you know you've
you
got something outside of yourself that relates to you in that
yes,
moment.
absolutely. There's nothing like hearing a song and feeling like this person is writing specifically for you, like feeling
Yeah,
like it was written for your particular situation and your specific moment that you're having.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, really, like it's part of the reason I think that if you're one of those people who started writing during those like formative teenage years, it's a beautiful thing to look back, because you can kind of see in your music the journey you've gone through emotionally to evolve from that person feeling the intensity of all those emotions really for the very first time, and how you've then
Mhm.
grown in your ability to process them and express in joy, right?
Yeah,
It's like, what an amazing catalog to be able to look back through. Because it's like reading a diary is great, but when you're listening to songs and there's a melody behind it, there's like an extra level of emotional expression going on there.
yeah, 100%, 100%.
So you obviously, like I said in the beginning of this interview, have got this amazing sassy stage presence. It's very like very vivacious. You definitely fill a stage. You do have a band backing you up. Tell me a bit about your band, how you found them, what they're like.
I do have a band backing me up. Um, my band, ne? So, hey, it's been a journey, Don. So
Isn't it just? Oh my.
so 2019 I decided I'm going to start pursuing music, right? And that's when I started the Instagram page and I started posting stuff on there about, hey, I'm going to be making music soon, and I started recording songs with some guys and stuff. But in 2020 when lockdown started, my friend Megan Norkoi, who I also lived with at the time, had two ukuleles,
Okay.
and she used to play ukulele all the time. And during lockdown, I'm like, we're here all day in this crib. Hit me up with one of them ukuleles. Let me see
What's
what I
this
can
thing
do. So I
about?
started,
This tiny
what's
guitar.
this thing about? Tell me a chord or two. It was very easy. Everybody knows that. But I then started playing the ukulele, learning a couple of songs. Then I started writing songs through the ukulele, right? Because songwriting was always there, but the ukulele added another dimension. So then I've got all these songs that I'm writing on the ukulele. I'm posting them, and it's going well. And when lockdown started to ease up and the open mic nights started making their comeback, there was an open mic night every Sunday at Auntla's. I started performing at those open mic nights. And on the first day I was set to perform, I posted it on my Instagram. I was like, join me at Auntla's open mic tonight. And my friend Ivan van Yerden, who's now my bassist, messages me and said, can I play bass for you? I'm like, dude, I've spent months on these songs. What's your plan? Like, okay,
You
we're
know
gonna rehearse.
nothing about them.
Are you gonna get them? And he was like, relax, okay. And he came to my house and we rehearsed for a couple of hours before the open mic. We performed, and that's basically where he came in. And for a while we played as a duo. He would play bass, I'd play ukulele, and then as time went on, I wanted to record 4 songs into an EP. The EP was going to be called I'm Fine, because I'm Fine was going to be the lead single of that EP. And then at the place where I went to record, the recorder guy, the recording engineer, was like, you need a beat on these songs. What are we gonna do about a beat? So I bought a little pedal. The pedal wasn't working. He was like, you know what? I know a drummer. We have a show on this particular day at Java. Come through, meet him, see what you think. I went to the show. I saw the drummer. I was like, fabulous. Are you the drummer? He was like, I'm the drummer. I was like, will you please play on my songs? So he played on my songs at the recording engineer's studio, and it was really good. The songs were out. We didn't put the songs out, but the songs were done, and I could kind of hear what the amalgamation of the 3 of us sounded like together. And then I started getting booked for some shows that I just felt like it wasn't going to work with just me and my bassist. So I got a message from Park Acoustics, and they were like, listen, we want you to come through, which was a full circle moment for me.
Right? Yeah, totally.
The whole Black Heidi thing. I was like,
yes.
And I needed a drummer, but I asked my friend to drum for me, and he drummed, and he was my drummer for a while, but he's a busy guy. So he wasn't able to continue being my drummer. And then I said to Justin, Mr. Recorder on the tracks, like, I need you to be my drummer. Like, what do you think? And he was like, I got you. And he started drumming. We played as a trio.
Right.
For maybe 2 or 3 months before the guys were like, Dorothy, we need a guitarist here. And I was like, okay, I'm chilling. I was just happy to be making music, Don. I was in an ecstatic place of like, I'm writing these songs and these grown men just want to bash them out on their instruments and make them sound better and make them be good. I was like, I'm happy. But they were like, no, it's incomplete. We need a guitarist. Okay, sure. Justin, my drummer's like, I know a guitarist. And he brings
I know a guy.
I know a guy. And he brings in JC, who played guitar for me until January. He's done now. He retired from the band. And as we played together for years, just the 4 of us. And then after some time, we met Aubrey, the lead guitarist, and he added a whole different flavor. Like the band then became a 5-piece for about 2 years. I think since 2024, with the 5 of us played together. And then it went great. We went to like Swaziland and Mozambique. It was honestly such a wonderful, wonderful time in life, and very rock star-esque. And then in January, both my drummer and my guitarist were like, listen, girl, we can't do this no more. They wanted to start focusing on other things in their life. And I was like, so miserable.
Oh.
I'd never been in a band before, Dawn. So I did not understand that band dynamics are in a lot of ways like romantic relationships. 100%. They're basically like spousal relationships that you have with these people, and you are maintaining all of these relationships at once. So when those guys told me that they didn't want to do this anymore, I literally cried for maybe 2-3 days.
Dumped, right? It's like this heartbreak. You're like, this separation is occurring.
That it could get so deep. I didn't even realize it was that deep for me. And then I spoke to my friend. I was like, half of my band is quit. I don't know what to do. And he's been in bands since he was in high school. And he was like, dude, what are you talking about? This is normal. This happens all the time. Literally, just get other band members. It's not that deep. And I was like, it was not that. It was that deep for me, because I didn't have that previous experience. I wasn't even aware that bands could do that. I thought like once we in.
Yeah, your first band breakup it's a hard one. I don't want to
go through that. So I'm not going to be getting attached to band members like that anymore. But basically, I got another drummer, and I added a saxophonist to my
Hey,
show.
cool.
So Galpalooza for me is kind of like a rebirth of my band because it's in now a completely different state from what it
Mm,
used to be. Completely different. The fact that we have a saxophonist, first of all, is already we had a rehearsal. It's adding a whole element, and I'm just having eargasms on eargasms. I'm like, I don't know, my music can sound like this. This is insane.
yeah,
And
saxophone is such a cool instrument to add into a band, dude. It just adds such a jazzy vibe. It's so, so amazing.
it's gonna be amazing. It's one of the reasons why I'm extremely excited for Galpalooza because it's going to be the first time that we all five of us are on stage together and showcasing what the band is now after that because there's already an image of what Black
Mm,
Heidi used to be, which is when my other two previous band members were in there.
mm,
And there's a look, there's a distinctive sound, and everybody comes in with their own flavor. And now we've got two new instrumentalists. We've got a new drummer and a saxophonist, a whole new instrument.
mm.
So yeah, I think people
It's
should come for that mostly. I'm like, come see the new show and what it
it's
is
new.
now.
Yeah, it's an evolution. It's evolved into something else.
It has, and I'm excited for that. It's made it a lot easier to get over the breakup.
And I mean, what an amazing place to bring your new evolved band to is Galpalooza. So a space
Yeah,
that is so supportive of women in general, but also of yourself, and they love you so dearly already, you know. So like what an amazing space to say, here's my new thing, and know that it's
yes,
really gonna get its like best start possible with the
yes,
best
that's
love and
yeah,
support backing you up.
100%. I'm excited. I think it's gonna go well.
Yeah, I think so too. Tell me where you're going to be performing so people can come and check out this new evolved Black Heidi band.
The new Evolved Black Heidi band is gonna be at Railways Cafe. So obviously
Nice.
there's 10. We're gonna be at the Railways leg of it all at 9 p.m. Do not miss it. It's gonna be lit. All right. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Railways is also such an amazing venue, and I know it's kind of like the main Galpalooza party is Railways, from what I understand. Um, so definitely like well worth checking out.
Yeah, yeah. No, all the love for Railways, all the love for Galpalooza. But that's the band journey. Sorry for the long-winded story, but
Oh, no, it's a good
it's
one. I mean, I think we as musicians, obviously, we go through this, we know this happens, you learn this happens. But people have this idea of bands, people who aren't in music, that like everyone's equally, they're invested. Like you said, you're there for life. And then a
yeah,
band
I didn't
breaks up and it's over. But what they don't understand about, like yourself, you are Black Heidi, just like I'm Dawn Melody. When I get on stage to perform, I can pull in whoever I want to add in for that show because
yeah,
me as the songwriter and me as the artist remains the same. And you are like that. You are Black Heidi. They're your songs. As much as everyone adds in their flavor and their creative contribution, whatever you choose and wherever you choose to take it and evolve it, the core remains the same.
yeah. I also had to come to terms with that because in as much as I am Black Heidi, I sort of understood it to be all our project, but it's not always easy for everybody to get on board with something that they don't feel directly like implicated by. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had
Yeah.
to be honest with myself and be like, I am Black Heidi, and that's just what it is.
Yeah. It is tough. I mean, I know that like there's moments where I go back to performing as a solo artist and sort of feel what those songs are like when it is just me again. And they're different creatures, They're
They
like,
are completely different. I don't know. Do you enjoy performing by yourself other than with
you
your band?
I do actually. I realize that there's a different interaction I have because then the crowd becomes so much more like my band, right? In a sense. Like when I'm on
Okay.
stage with my band, I love it because the soundscape is full. I'll hear someone playing something and be like, wow, that's sounding amazing. I know that the sound is more evolved. And I also have people on stage then to kind of like vibe with and interact with and be like, yo, dude, sorry about that. I flipped the last two verses. Like, good, you rolled with it, you know?
Sorry for missing that bridge.
Exactly. Sorry, I launched straight back into the chorus there, but you were so good. I threw you in the deep end. You swam like a fish, you know?
Oh, man, and they're so good with that. I love when a band gets into that state and everybody's on the same page. There's a fuck up, but we all good. We
It's
are
fine. We
all
just
good.
roll. And I mean, that's like people don't understand that happens on stage. And when it's just yourself, you will never, the crowd will never know the fuck up. But if you're there with four other people, they know. You know, they know, you know, they know. And you still somehow make it seem like it was meant to be that way. That is like a skill all on
The
its own.
crowd never the crowd never knows.
Never ever.
Sometimes you know what I
But
love
yeah, tell me.
is the interpretation of, because you know when you write a song and it is what it is and you've written it. When I present a song to my band and they bring in their flavors, that how they interpret those songs always boggles my mind. I'm like, this is so cool.
Right? It's amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I love the fact that I will have thought of a song and thought of the melody and the kind of composition of it in a certain way. And then I take it to my band, and my guitarist Ben is very good at saying to me, like, have you thought about doing it like this? Or have you thought about like dropping those like two lines of music there? We just shorten that a little bit, but we do an extra something over here.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he's really good at producing the song into something far more fluid and complete than I ever thought it could be. Or I'll go
yeah,
into like a recording studio. The other thing I love about recording music is you go into a recording studio with the song you've played, it's had its evolution from your bedroom or your garage into like its stage version. And that's a growth period of its own. And then now it's going into the recording studio, and you get there and you start recording it, and suddenly you find harmonies you've never like heard before. And you find like beat or a guitar solo that comes in that you've now got the time to really, really flesh out and give it its moment to shine. And you're like, wow. And it evolves again. And then
because now
often
you
that
listen.
translates. Yeah, you listen to it so carefully and so differently. And then it translates again because, like I found, I take those songs, I go back to the stage, and now instead of singing that last verse like I always did before, I go to that alternate harmony instead, you know?
Yes. Oh, yes. I love the evolution of a song live from a recording.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's absolutely incredible.
So obviously, I love the recording process. How do you find it? That's where you actually started in a weird way.
In a weird way, yes, because I was recording my songs and posting them on Instagram. Oh no, you're talking about at
The
my grandmother's
grandma's
house.
studio, yeah.
Oh, I love recording when there is somebody there recording me. I've recently started. I've got a little bit of a studio set up here, and I'm recording songs by myself. So I'm engineer, I'm artist, I'm everybody
Mm,
in the studio, and it's nice to be able to have that control and to understand what you need to do to make things sound a certain way. Like music production has my heart in a big way right now because
mm.
I'm enjoying the process. You're just pushing buttons. Doof, doof, doof. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to recording singing, I much prefer when there's somebody there. Like when we recorded the song just now for Galpalooza, the Galpalooza jingle with the girls, it was such a fun experience because I can just sit there and sing my song, and somebody's like, "Let's do it again," and they're clicking all the buttons. I love the recording process, like the the mechanical process to get the music done is all the way from songwriting obviously to
Mm.
finishing with the recording is where my heart is right now.
And I can so relate to that. I also really love the recording process. And I love, like you say, I mean, when I record stuff on my own, it is great. You
Mm,
can work on it in your own time when it suits you, do it the
yeah.
way you want it. But ultimately, there's a camaraderie that occurs in the recording studio between yourself and other musicians that is just like an
Mhm.
evolutionary process that has to happen. And so I've
Yes.
recently gone like, as much as I could do this on my own, I'd rather not. Like, I'd rather
Yes.
go and do this all together because I just feel it's going to be better.
That's where I'm at with the live shows, solo versus band.
Mm,
Like every time it's just me on stage with the guitar or ukulele, I'm like, I can do this and it's nice. But I would rather just have my guys with me doing their thing and increasing that soundscape and making it sound incredible. So in the
yeah,
same way, like collaboration, we always talk about the need for collaboration in our space, and I'm a big advocate for that. I'm like, let's make music together. Let's get in a room
absolutely. Yeah. Bring those
out.
diverse flavors and diverse inspirations together is powerful. Yeah. So now, obviously,
Are you
aside
there,
from
Dom?
performing, yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, our internet occasionally does something of its own makings, like goodness
Where
knows.
are you?
Um, KZN.
Oh, okay. I mean, you should have strong internet in case it is not that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know. The reality of it is I am at the bottom of a valley in the bush, like proper, like
that's
farmlands.
lovely.
Yeah, so it is spectacular, but it doesn't mean occasionally there's gremlins and the internet works that I have to negotiate. But it's worth it.
Worth it.
Totally worth it. But yeah, I think that, like you were saying, like it's amazing to have those people with you to back up and add their creative flavor to what you have initiated, right? And I think
Yeah.
I do feel like going back and performing solo, like I said, there's that interaction between yourself and the audience. I find then
Mhm.
that I'm much more like, um, kind of suddenly the comedian in me comes out a little more. Like I think I'm funnier on my own.
You want to tell stories. Suddenly you have a lot to say. But people actually enjoy that. People love to hear those stories. I've come to realize, and they love those little quirky jokes in between. Whereas with a band, it's always very much we're putting on a show. That's what we're doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me now, we've got a couple minutes left. Tell me where people can find you, where they can find your already recorded music, because I know you got a bunch out there. How they can keep in touch with what is happening around Black Heidi.
Um, you can find me on all of the social media. The Black Heidi, Thee, Black Heidi. And then my music is available on your favorite streaming platform, whatever that music streaming platform is. Yeah, I do. I've got a quite a number of songs out actually. I was thinking about that the other day to think where my music journey started, and sometimes it's very easy to fall into a self-critical stage of, ugh, is this even going well? Is this even happening? And I was like, I mean, I've done a lot of work. There's quite a number of songs there. My first album came out last year, Sunshine's Bright Shiny Beam, which is currently my pride and joy. I love that album from top to bottom. If you have a 44-minute drive and you need to get somewhere,
Listen to
just
that.
pump that shit. It will take you there.
Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank you,
there's
Dom.
nothing quite like being really proud of the work that you've done, and I think knowing we forget a little bit about how far we've actually come from when you start to where you're at.
Yeah.
And I always talk about moving goalposts and how we're always like, I want to play a bigger show. I want to get my music on radio. I want to play on, I want it to be on bigger, better radio. And we're always like, here's a goalpost. It's over there now. Oh, you run to fetch it. Oh no, but it's over there now. And it's so
But we
important.
never celebrate the goal that when we get it in that goal post, we don't celebrate that. We just move the post because now it's time.
Exactly, exactly. And I think it's so important to look back and be like, I did these things, all these
Mhm.
little goals that were big goals at the time, and I've done them now,
Yeah.
and acknowledge that journey and that person. And well done. I'm really proud of you. I'm very proud to have like got to know you a little bit better through this interview. And
Thank you.
good.
Don't, it didn't even feel like an interview. We were just chatting on video.
This is what I'm saying, right? This is how I roll. So I sincerely hope everybody shows up at Railways to support and hear the evolution of the Black Heidi band. And yeah, well done and keep doing it. You're doing a fantastic job and you're shining bright.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Such
Thank you for the interview.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. It's absolutely such a pleasure.